Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Black Sheep Podcast. My name is Shirley Barad, and I'm so happy and proud to be a Black Sheep. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing isolation phase. What is that? What does it look like? What is the purpose of it? What is the outcome? So, yeah, let's get into it. So, the isolation phase, I swear, it all starts with that one prayer that we all heard on TikTok. God, please remove whoever does not belong. Please remove them and get them out of my life. And usually you think it's like one or two people. And then as time goes on and God removes those people out, it ends up being everybody. And you're left with nobody, which is frustrating. And also, like, you start to wonder, what is wrong with me? Like, why is everybody just leaving? People are dropping, ghosting you. People are just like dropping like flies, or they did something to you. And you know what? It's just better that they're out. Don't even phase it. I know that isolation phase is difficult. It's hard. And it's like, who do I talk to when this happens? Like, who do I go to? And that's the whole point. You go to universe, source, God, you know, whatever person that you reference but that's who you're supposed to go to in that time to get to your purpose and set those boundaries. And boundaries are so needed, because like, what are you gonna do when there's no one to turn to? You have to set those boundaries. Don't allow people in that do not belong, because those people are just taking all your energy and don't really care for you. You find out as you think back and you're like, wait a minute, this person was never meant to be in my life. Or you can see the reason why they were in your life in the first place, but then you're like, oh, I see why we're not friends now, or pertaining to family. But I just don't care for people that just are not truly, genuinely here to help. Like, it's supposed to be you pour into me, I pour into you. And if that's not what anybody is giving when something good happens for them and you're like cheering them on, but when something good happens to you, crickets, no phone call, no congratulations, not a genuine congratulations. It's like, congratulations. Like, no, screw that. So set those boundaries, put that wall up. Like for me, I know when I did it, it was like baby steps. At first, I like kind of dimmed myself. Like I just stayed quiet. I'm kind of naturally a quiet person. So I just kind of was like observing, stayed silent. And I just kind of watched everybody and how they moved. And then I was like, okay, they really don't care for me. And then I set the boundaries. I stayed away. I put my walls all the way up and I stopped going to see people for like, it started off like a month and then it started off 3 months. And then I went up to a year because I realized you can't heal. Um, you cannot heal being around people that are just toxic and don't see that they need healing themselves. You're just making situation worse for yourself. So I finally was just like, you know what? I've given it all I can give, and I'm going to just leave and focus on myself. And that is what the isolation phase is about. It's about focusing on yourself. Other people are going to look at it as you're crazy, or like, what are they doing? Oh, they think they're better than you, or you're different. Oh, you've changed. No, it's just that I'm focusing on myself and what I'm trying to do for myself. I'm focusing on my purpose, my path. I'm elevating myself. I'm pouring into me the way that nobody else poured into me. I'm doing that finally for myself. I'm taking a step back and I'm finding, like, what is it that Shirley wants? Like, what do you want? What do you want to do? What is it that you makes your heart sing? What is it that helps you get to that whatever you're, you know, trying to work on? And I realized for me, as I've gone through this isolation phase for some time now, and it's a long, draining, at the beginning, it's very draining and it's kind of sad and lonely. But then you get to a point where you're just like, this is well needed. I needed this. I'm so thankful for this. You start to enjoy it. You start to do things that you didn't realize you needed to do, like going for walks and just focusing on yourself, going for walks, writing in your journal, going making a spa day, or if you're on a budget, buying some things and making a spa day, doing your nails. It's just doing things that you love, doing things that make you breathe and relax, doing things that make you feel good. It's just being in peace. No more fighting, no more toxicity, no more drama. Like, nobody wants to live like that. If people want to live like that and constantly cause some chaos, good for you. Keep that over there. We don't need that chaos. We're here levitating, elevating. We're here just being happy and free and in peace, and wonderful things are happening for us. And that is what it's all about, having those wonderful things happen for us. And, when I was going through, I don't know if it's the middle, I would say the middle, maybe even the beginning of my isolation phase, you know, everybody was falling out left and right. And I was left to myself. And you start to hear that inner voice, your intuition, basically saying, like, this is not you. And it's saying all these things, whatever it is for you, whatever resonates. And it's just folk telling you, like, like for me, when I was in my phase, something would happen. And all of a sudden I would hear, oh, that was funny. Put it in your book. Mind you, I was not writing a book or anything, had no plans or idea of writing a book. And I'm just like, okay, that's strange. And I kept hearing it. Things would happen and ideas would come into my head, pictures would come, like my book would come into my head. The title of my book would come into my head, the picture of what my book would look like, the cover. And I would just be like, this is strange. I've never had this happen before. I don't know what this is all about. And finally, I caught on. It probably took me about 3 weeks to finally understand, like, okay, I need to write a book. I'm getting all these ideas. Like, basically, you're just like, ideas and all this like creativity starts rushing in, and you just get motivated and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know like if it's gonna be good or not, but I'm just gonna go for it. And yeah, so that's what I did. I ended up writing a book, and it was like, I don't know what I was doing, but that's the whole point of it. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know if is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, but just go for it. When you have that idea, it's it's the universe telling you, like, do this. This is just give it a shot. Like, what's the worst that could happen? It's not good. Ooh. Just do it. Go for it. It's better to take a risk than not even try at all. That's what I say. So, yeah, I ended up writing a book. It took me, about 9, 7 months to do it, and then it took me, editing and everything like that. So I self-published it, and now it's available on Amazon, and now I'm writing another book. So, but yeah, it's just like finding your purpose. Like, there's so much things, great things. You're gonna find those people that are going to get you, understand what you're doing, that are gonna support you, they're gonna love on you, and you're gonna love on them back. Isolation's not about closed in and setting those walls up. For right now, yes, because we have to be cautious of who we allow into our space, into our energy. So there is nothing wrong, however long it takes you, because you want to be sure. And trust me, when those people come in, you're gonna like it's like a magnet. You are going to just like gravitate to them. It's gonna be a mutual thing. Like, it's amazing. It's crazy how it happens. Like, it's like you literally are, like, across the room or interacting with each other face to face, and you're like, "Friend." Like, you just it's a feeling, and it's amazing. And I can't wait for all of that to happen for you guys. And if it is starting to happen, those people are coming in, good. I'm cheering you on. It's awesome. Good for you. But yeah, so the boundaries are set. We are not dealing with that. It gets better. It's about focusing on you. It's about your purpose. It gets better. Just don't lose sight of things. Don't get discouraged with it. Just don't be like, this is too long. What is this? It's all about molding you. It's all about making you into the person that you need to be. Like, it's strange, but it is so well needed, because the person you were a year ago is not the person you are now. The person you were even yesterday is not even the person you are now. You're just better and better with time. And it's just beautiful and wonderful. And I'm so glad that I stick through it. You cannot skip any steps. And I understand you want to skip steps. You're just like, okay, this is ridiculous. It's draining. But you just keep going and you're going to get to what you need to get to, whatever it is. Just set those goals, whatever it may be. And you're going to just flourish. And I can't wait for all of you and to get to that point and to that purpose and just execute that. And then what does it look like when you get there to your purpose, to your destination, whatever you've manifested, whatever your dream envisioned for yourself look like? It looks like peace. It looks like harmony. It feels like home. If you get to, it feels like you're breathing, you're relaxing, you're at ease with yourself, you're at ease with life. It even look it's all over your face, it's in your energy, it's like your soul is just open and free, you know? And it's just I can't even explain it, but when you get there, it's just like you're happy. People can see that you're happy, there's no denying it. You can't be like, "Oh, that person's miserable. Oh, okay, the person that's glowing, how do I glow? How do I get that glow?" Like, stop. No, they're at peace, they're just happy with being themselves, happy by themselves. They don't need an army. Other people think you need an army to be a happy and at peace. No, most of those people that hang out with each other are fake. Let's be real. Like most of those people that are have their group of army of friends or like genuinely if you observe them because once you get into that isolation phase, you can read people like it's insane. The discernment gets heavy. You can read people like that, like a snap of the finger. Like you can read whose relationship is on the rocks. You can read, observe who is genuine, who is fake. You can even, it's like you can read it. Like you'll ask them a question and you can see it on their face. You're like, fake liar. Like you're lying. Like, why are you lying? I can read it. My discernment is heavy over here. And obviously I'm an empath and my intuition's on fire. If you're gonna lie to me, my dreams are gonna tell me. You know, don't mess with a spiritual empathic person. Like you're not gonna win. We can see through that. But okay, purpose, yes. And where we're at, the glowing, the happiness, the freeness, just nobody trying to hurt you, just being in peace with yourself. And it's all about that. Like just being at peace, being in harmony, finding joy. It's like breathing, it's like releasing, it's just letting go. And that is all we want is to let go, shed that skin, not allow people that don't belong into our circle into our space, into our aura. Our aura is clean. We are giving off bright greens and we're giving off beautiful blues and purples and gold, all those high frequencies. That is what we're doing with ourselves. We are elevating. We are getting to the point where we are giving off positive energy. So when people come interact with us, it's like you're not giving off a oh, that person, their energy is weird, or you're giving off beautiful, like, oh, who is that person? I must talk to them. I must see them. I must interact with them. You are a magnet for those people. And you're just, everything is just good for you. Everything is powerful. Like money's flowing in and good things are happening. Yes, splash of bad things, but it's not like the way it was before once you are on your path. And you're in the in-between path right now. That is what isolation is the in-between path. But you have to stick it out. It gets better. You can't skip steps. We already did all the work. We did the shadow work. We did the inner work, the peace. We've written things down. We have looked in the mirror at ourselves and found things that need work, or it's even been addressed to us what we need work with. Tuitions come in and been like, yeah, you need to work on that. You need to work on that. And you're like, ooh, and then you start to even see it. Like you're like, ooh, I need to work on that. And it's just a beautiful thing working on yourself, mowing yourself. It's just like, I don't even recognize the person I was a year ago. I all the phases I've been, don't get it. Don't get it twisted. I love them. I love all the phases of me. I love, you know, 15-year-old me, 20-year-old, 25, 30, 35, up until now. I love all of the phases of me, because it all molded me into the person I am today. And you have to go through those phases. Like, there are cringe moments, but it's like you're forgiving your past self. And you're just like, that happened, but that's okay. That happens. That I get it. I understand where you were at mentally. And everything that journey and path like you go through, it's a learning phase. It's a growth phase. And you can't be embarrassed by it because you are who you are, and I accept that. I'm sure you accept it, and if you can't, you're gonna get there. You need to be like, "Yeah, I had to go through that so I could be the person I am today." Now, the person that's talking to you right now. Like, I know when I wanted to start this podcast, like, I felt like I was crazy because 'cause I'm not a talker. I'm really if you meet me, if I'm in a room of full of people, even if there's not that many people, I am not gonna talk. I'm just not that person. I really have to practice and really tune into that, or if I'm in a space where there's people that, I feel comfortable with, my spirit's like, "Oh, okay, I will talk. I will be comfortable." Otherwise, I'll probably just find a corner and sit at and just not acknowledge and interact really. And then I have a resting, relaxed space, if you know what that means. It's not very welcoming. It's very standoffish. So, I remember when I was younger, I used to smile all the time just to kinda be like, "Hey, I'm happy and I'm welcoming." And people would be like, "What is wrong with that girl? Why does she smile so much?" I don't do that now. I'm okay with my relaxed face, the unapproachable face, because that's me. That's the face you're gonna get. I'm always constantly thinking, overthinking, and it just exudes on my face. It just oozes out. So, I mean, some people will get it. I still get talked to and approached, but, most people will be like, "Oh, stay away." But the point of what I was trying to say before I started spieling about that, but, like, yeah, when I was about to start this podcast, I was just like, "Oh, well, not so much about to start the podcast because I was kinda, like, iffy on it. I was just like, I don't know." Like, a year ago, I was gonna start it, and then I kinda thought about it every day, and I had ideas pop into my head, and finally, this year, I was just like, "I'm just going for it." Like, whatever happens, happens. Just go for it, put yourself out there. Because how are you gonna get change if you don't put yourself out there? That is what I'm doing. That is what everybody is doing. You have to put yourself out there if you want change. It's not gonna just happen. It's not gonna just come to you. It's not gonna just somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna be a model. You're a model. Here you go. Here's a contract." They're not gonna be like, "You're an actress. Here, you're a doctor. Do some surgery." You gotta work at what you're crafting, what you want to do. All those visions, those dreams that you have for yourself, you have to work on it. Nobody's gonna give it to you. Nobody's gonna just come in and out of nowhere and just be like, "Here you go." You have to hone in and you have to make a vision board, a vision journal, whatever, visualize it, whatever it is that you want, that you see yourself, you wanna succeed and you see yourself, you envision it. If you can envision it, that's all you need. That's the seed. Envision it is where it all starts. Put it out into the world, say it out loud. You don't have to tell people because people, as you know, or some people are just like, "So, you wanna do that?" Once they do that tone, enough. Don't even tell them anything. But that's all it takes is just a little idea and turn it into something, you know? Even when you think nobody's listening or just go for it. What is a little risk gonna take? Just go for it. Isolation is all about molding you and going for it. And it's beautiful. Like, look at it. This is where the purpose is. Once you're out, you're happy, you're glowing, you're free. You got those people around you supporting you, loving on you. You're loving on them. It's just matching energy. We're here, we're trying to match energy. We don't want to be around people that don't match our energy, low frequent people. Like, no, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people not matching my energy. I'm tired of being in rooms where we're not matching. Like, I don't want to be in a room where the moment I walk in, the energy feels off. I don't want to be in a room where any of that, like, ugh, it gives the ick. Like, we are not doing that in 2025. We are not doing that from now on. If we do that in our past, fine. Lesson learned. We are not doing that from now on. We're no longer going in those rooms. Any rooms that make you feel that way, do not go in. Just step out, walk away, because that leads you to a low vibration. And we've worked so hard on ourselves where our vibration is elevating, it's leveled up. We are leveled up. We're not tolerating that. And I love that for us, that we have come so far as black sheeps, as people in isolation mode, where we're not taking crumbs anymore. Screw the crumbs. Who wants crumbs? I don't want anybody to give me crumbs. Like, it's like this. I'm going to tell another story. Vision this. Okay. You're sitting down and there's a big feast in front of you at a table. It has turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, pie. You get the point. All of those fixins on the table. And now you have somebody in front of you trying to tell you, here's these crumbs. They're going to fill you up. But you can smell the turkey. You can see the steam coming off the turkey. And they're like, don't pay attention to that. You don't need that. Now, here's these crumbs. They're going to fill you up, give you everything you need, the nutrients, all of that. This is all you need. These little tiny crumbs that fit in your hand, in the palm of your hand. Not even a lot of it, but just little crumbs. And that's what people are giving you. Little crumbs. Like, you're supposed to be happy and proud of that. You're supposed to be like, accept that. You're supposed to be like, oh, yeah, you're right. This is all I need. This fills me. No, screw that. Throw those crumbs on the floor. You don't need those crumbs. What you need is that feast. We're aiming for the feast. We're going for the feast. We deserve that feast. We worked hard. We're good people. We're getting a feast. No more breadcrumbs for us. It's our turn now. We're elevating. We're happy. We are good people. And that's what we're doing. We're gutting our feast. I think that's a good note to end things on. Reaching our goals, reaching for the stars. There's no ceiling above us. We're going for our feast. That's what it's all about, people. You know, go after your dreams. Isolation is about mauling you. It's about shedding that skin. It's about going after your dreams. No matter how crazy they seem, go after it. You know, the crazier the better. I remember when I was journaling and I was doing writing all these things that I can't understand how I'm gonna do it, but you know, that's the whole point. You're not supposed to understand. It's gonna happen. Once you're at that high frequency, it's just gonna come at you like you're gonna be a magnet for that stuff. And I journaled things and I could hear my inner intuition, my voice, my inner voice being like, more. Aim higher, aim higher, aim higher. And I kept thinking, this is pretty high for me. This is as high as I'm gonna go. Just aim for your goals, your dreams, no matter how insane they are, no matter how unfathomable they can be. Just aim, like crazy aim. Like, you want a boat? Okay, put it on the list. You want to go to Hawaii? Put it on the list. You want to have a year of traveling? Put it on the list. You want to live in another country for like a year, 6 months? Put it on the list. Just because it doesn't seem realistic to you now doesn't mean that in this journey it's not going to come to you. You could win a trip. You could win a boat. Somebody could be giving away a boat, you know? Just everything and anything is possible. But let me just end on that because I think I said enough and plus some. So Just dream big, dream high. No matter, even if you're alone in this isolation phase, all right, it's good. It's a good thing. The longer, the better. It may take some time. Trust me, it's not going to happen tomorrow overnight. And all I want is people to understand where we're at, the path we're at, and like how hard it is. Nobody talks about the isolation phase. There's nobody to really talk to about it. And I just feel like it's hard. Don't lose sight of your goals and dreams. Don't give up because that's when it starts to get really good. And that's when you start to fall into yourself and enjoy the isolation phase. Enjoy it. Be at peace with it. Grow with it. And again, I've said this for the third time. And on that note, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. And bye for now. But just everything will be in the description of you know, where you can get my book and YouTube page, and it'll be available on Apple and Spotify as well. Yeah, so just in case you wanted to see it, this is my book here, Black Sheep. Can you see it? Hope the glare is not bothering. But yeah, so that's it. Where you can get it, available on Amazon, and it'll be in the description as well. So thank you. Bye for now again. And I'm so glad we got to talk. And we'll be talking soon.